I don't think it hurts anyone to say have a good one, right? I think we're okay.
I don't like it.
Oh, it hurts Mike.
Don't say it to Mike.
Oh, shit.
Unless you specify what one.
Have a good one rest of the day.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah. I like to specify. I find joy in saying, like, have a good rest of the afternoon.
And then
after that,
evenings,
I don't give
you're
a
on your own
shit.
for the
Not
evening.
my job, you
Night,
asshole.
who knows what'll happen?
Yeah.
But that's the afternoon. I hope that goes all right.
What if I started saying sweet dreams to people after they checked out at the register at half price? Do you think that would be good or bad?
Good.
Good.
Okay, cool. Thank you
I
for
would
your
like
input.
Sweet dreams.
Thanks for coming in, sweet dreams.
Because it actually is a nice sentiment.
It is nice, but I don't know. It feels weird to like. It feels intimate to
It
admit
is.
that I know they're going to go to sleep, even though that's obvious. Everyone knows.
You might as
We
well
all
say,
sleep.
think about me while you go to sleep tonight.
But that's a little. That's amazing. Sweet dreams of me.
Yeah, that is decidedly different.
Very. Welcome to the Microtheticast. Come on in.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Creek
I can just
slam.
sit anywhere, or
No, that chair specifically has your name on it. I don't. It's kind of weird that you thought you could sit anywhere, and there's one chair in the middle of the room with a spotlight on it
Very
that says
clear.
Michael, and there's a big banner over it that also says Michael sits here. But you know, you do you.
okay.
Sit wherever you want.
I'll sit in my chair.
My name is Emily, and I don't have a chair.
My name is David, and I don't know.
You don't know.
Losing some steam, buddy.
Losing some
It's
steam.
okay, dude. You got this. Just sit in that beanbag
No,
over there in the
okay.
corner.
Flomp. Yes.
Microtheticast, that's a smaller episode that we do
Yeah.
of our show. So we just basically play one game. What game are we playing this time?
Would I rather? It's a game where we ask questions about ourselves, and then the other two of us have to try to predict how one might answer. It's a test of friendship, it's a test of knowledge, and it's the ACT test also. You'll be graded.
Oh,
And
dang.
we'll put it through a computer. You got to fill in. Make sure to fill in every bubble, but not more than one bubble. If you have
Every
to cross
bubble?
one out,
Wait,
please
every bubble, but not
erase-
more than one?
Please erase fully when you. And here's the test. Go. Test taking is stressful, and some people don't perform well in test taking
I
environments.
wonder why.
Yeah, it's weird, huh? It's almost like the instructions are unclear, and you're expected to understand everything immediately and go.
And testing sidebar. This is for our testing episode.
Yeah,
but
testing.
when you have to take tests like as an adult, like there's places you have to go to do them.
Yep.
It's like a friggin' prison. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
observe you.
Yep.
You empty your pockets. You sit there in a little cube. It's nerve wracking.
I got handcuffed, and they were like, "Do this test," and I was like, "I can't." and they were
the
like,
stuff
"Well,
I
that's your
said was
problem."
true. I don't think you were.
It's true, actually. They are. Testing facilities are a lot like prisons. They're very
not
locked
fun.
down.
Okay, so this is a game where we ask would you rather questions, but we're mainly asking our fellow co-hosts what they think we would do.
Yeah.
Test of friendship.
Test of friendship. Who goes first?
Mike goes first.
Mike goes first.
Here I am. So, friends, would I rather have to eat at least one ketchup packet with every meal and beverage I consume for the rest of my life?
It's pretty nice.
Or do the same thing, but with a fly?
Oh, like a dead fly?
A dead fly. Or live, I guess. My option.
Okay, your option. I mean, I think probably it's with everything you
With
eat
every meal.
or drink or just meal.
Every food I eat or drink.
See, that is different. Because if you like took a drink of water and then you have to consume a ketchup packet or a fly.
That's what it is?
That's what
Yeah.
it says, right?
I found this on the
For
internet.
every bite or swallow?
Or
one
like
ketchup packet
thing.
with every meal and beverage. I guess.
Meal and beverage. So that means like for dinner you have to have a fly with it.
Yeah.
Or if you just have like
If you have a beer, you have to have a fly with
Yeah.
it. Or okay, that's a little better.
I think fly,
Yeah.
because I don't think Mike is super grossed out by the concept of eating bugs, and they will have less flavor and just be more innocuous than ketchup packet.
Right. You can ignore one bite of a fly in almost anything as long as you eat fast.
Right. But having to like slurp a ketchup packet.
Yeah. Or like have it with a drink. Like that's horrible. It ruins
Yeah,
the drink. Like you
yeah.
don't want to drink ketchup. I believe me. You don't want to drink ketchup.
I believe you.
You know I love my flies.
Gotta have my flies.
Is there a fly in my soup? Yes, please.
Yes, there is.
Waiter, there's a fly in my soup, and I love it.
And here's
That's
bigger
the joke
tip.
I meant to make.
Yeah, there you go. Is there a fly in my soup? Yes, please. Almost. You almost
No, I that's the thing. It's just the flavor, right?
Yeah.
Because ketchup's
Yeah.
fine on some things. And even on some things that I wouldn't normally want ketchup on, but on everything, it's going to ruin it.
Yeah.
A fly doesn't really have that much flavor. I would just picture me carrying a sack of like desiccated flies, dehydrated flies,
Yeah.
just like sprinkle it on.
I do like that you assume it's your responsibility to put the flies on it.
I
and
guess.
Then, I mean, because a lot of the times when you are forced to do these sorts of things by the Would You Rather Witch or Wizard, it's implied that it's their job and you're just the subject. But when they're like, all right, it's your job to eat a fly at every meal. And also you have to like go buy flies.
You must supply the
guess.
flies.
You must supply the flies.
To me, it's better if I just have them in like a jar than if like a fly just flies onto my food when I'm eating it, right? Because I don't know where that fly's been.
Yeah, you got to know locally sourced flies are important to every meal.
Spontaneously generated from meat. That's how they come.
Oh yeah, true. Hey everyone. My name's David. Would I rather have to learn sword swallowing or fire eating?
Have to.
So it's required by law that I have to go to a class on one of these things and actually learn.
Initial thought is fire eating.
Same.
However, that big old beard of yours is very flammable.
Pretty scary.
All those fancy beard oils you put in there
Many.
could just ignite. I still think fire eating, just because I think that, at least in my mind, is less dangerous than sword swallowing. Sword swallowing is not something that I like.
No, I do not like it
I
either.
was
Something
at
that I like.
the Oddities and Curiosities Expo yesterday.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of skeleton art. But there was also like people like suspending themselves but hanging themselves from like hooks in their body, which I am not into. And that's along the lines of sword swallowing. I'm like, I do love a good freak show that don't exploit people with actual disabilities.
Right.
I mean,
Yes.
there's a
That's
fine
important.
line.
That's very important.
So it's actually, that's what freak shows are now, are usually sword swallowers, which I don't like actually.
I feel
you can
like
really hurt your
isn't the
insides.
basic concept of fire eating that you are depriving it of oxygen, and so it's not on fire when it's in your body.
Yeah.
I think that's the basic concept, which like scientifically I can understand. And even though it looks scary and painful, and I'm sure there's a way to mess it up in which you would get really hurt,
Right.
I think I understand how that works. And I understand that you're not actually putting like a flaming stick into your body, but sword swallowing is just that. And
It's
I
an actual
feel like
sword,
it
right?
probably does actual damage, just not enough to kill you usually. I don't know how it works and I don't like it. What if you like trip or like a spider crawls on you while you're doing that? Like you dead.
I completely agree. You're
You
both very
dead.
right.
Okay, good.
Not only because I think fire eating feels safer, the method of it feels safer to me, less volatile. It also sounds like I could do it. When you say to me, David, here is a sword, even a very small sword, put it down your throat. I can't. I don't think I could. I'd be like, it's in there. Nope. I'll do anything but this. Like I will not put this sword into my body. I can't do it. It would be easier to stab myself in the leg than it would be to try to swallow a sword mentally. So fire eating all the way, baby. And then I could be like a cool dragon. Maybe I would incorporate my beard being on fire. I'd put like oil on it so that it would light up and then I would quick put it out. That'd be pretty cool. I'd be very famous.
Love that burnt hair smell.
Yeah, people do, don't they?
Nope.
I've been playing the game wrong.
Okay, guys. This one's real gross.
Yes.
To me. Would I rather feed my children by regurgitation or have to lick them to bathe them?
Oh, like a cat.
And let's say this is like, I don't know, 18 and under? Is that what we're going to say? That it's like all the way till when they're 18?
I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. I was thinking like baby age.
I was too initially, and then I was
Yeah.
like, but it just says children.
Yeah, I think baby age.
Let's cut
'Cause,
it
like,
off.
You
Okay,
don't have
thanks,
to bathe
guys.
your children until they're 18.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. So up until the point where they can do
right.
both of those things on their own. Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
They can lick themselves when they turn 5.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I
Okay,
think
great.
Three and under. Even with that caveat, I'm going to say the regurgitation one, just because for you, I'm not exactly sure how you feel about these things, but to me, like, while it's nasty to regurgitate, it is something that really happens. I mean, granted, animals do lick each other to do that. but have to lick your dirty baby. Babies get real dirty sometimes. I mean, you're licking a lot of nasty stuff if you're having to bathe them like that.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know if human bodies are designed for that. They're not really designed to regurgitate food in the same way that animals are, but this is maybe just me personally. I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
The regurgitation.
You'd rather regurgitate. That feels a little like less time consuming too.
Yeah.
Because it's just like bleh, and then it's gone, and there they go.
Chew.
Yeah. Lick that dirty baby sounds like a Tony Hawk pro skater trick. Like it sounds like a skateboard trick that someone does. Like,
lick the dirty baby.
Lick the dirty baby. 500 points. Licking a baby a lot takes a lot of time. Regurgitating something is gross, and I also am not sure if that would be too painful. You have very recently come off of a long period of your life in which you regurgitated a lot of things, so maybe you're prepared for it, but also maybe you're ready to be done with that forever. I'm going to say the regurgitation one too. I think Mike's right.
I'm sorry, guys. You're both wrong.
Oh, no.
And here's why. Actually, putting that age limit on it really helped me make the decision.
Okay.
Because when they're that little, babies do get really dirty. But you know what it's usually with? Food.
Sure.
For the most part, they're like... bathroom situation is not you're not dealing with it by bathing. You're dealing with it with another process.
That's true.
Changing them.
That's a good point.
I can be selective about the kind. I mean, I'm not gonna like if I know that that's how I'm bathing this kid. I'm not gonna be like go play in this mysterious parking lot. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna do that anyway, I guess.
Otherwise,
go play.
No, I didn't really mean mysterious parking lot. I was just thinking about like a weird playground sandbox, which I feel like they actually don't usually have sand anymore because it is gross and there's like cat poop and stuff in there. So I feel like I would know the scenarios that the kid would get in.
Sure.
I would know what they're
careful.
getting messy with. I'm going to only be giving them like non-toxic like art supplies and stuff. So
you can control that.
What if you just had to chew the food and spit it into their mouths?
then I would do that.
You would do that?
Yeah, that sounds a lot.
Yeah.
nicer.
I mean, that's the thing because like animals that regurgitate, it's actually not that they're like swallowing it completely and throwing it up. It's a different process. So if I had that process like built into my body, then I would pick that one.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Ready.
Would Mike rather eat all my meals in the bath or shower with water? Or
Wait, so hold on. What that means is the water's running?
yeah, I don't have to eat. What I'm assuming it to mean is the bath is full of water, the shower has the water on.
Yeah.
The food itself does not have to be covered in water. I just have to figure out a way to eat it in there.
Cool.
Or only eat while riding public transportation.
Oh, no. Well, I know that's against the rules. The Metro
Are you
Transit.
serious?
Yes.
I actually
there is
didn't
a
know that.
sign that says you don't eat. You can drink out of closed containers with lids, but you should not be bringing and eating outside food on the bus at all. People do it all the time, but it is against the rules. And I mean,
Twist.
people do a lot of things.
I guess
that are
I
against the rules on
understand the
bus.
logic behind that, but it also seems a little harsh.
Yeah.
Like, don't eat a super smelly, messy food.
Brought my boneless wings, and I'm gonna dip them in some
Yeah.
blue cheese, and wipe my hands all
When I
over the
heat up
bus.
some fish on the bus.
Yeah, bring a microwave and a little generator.
I feel like you'd choose public transportation, though, because I feel like... Wait, so like a bath... that would just be so much trouble.
Yeah, and Mike doesn't like baths.
Yeah,
So he
baths
wouldn't-
are
The
harder.
shower is another option.
Yes, it is, but the shower
Right, but
sounds
the
harder
shower,
to
it's
eat
gonna
in
get your
'cause it's
food
gonna
wet.
get so soggy.
And then like that's
Unless
just
you blocked
so
it
limiting.
while you ate it and then you put it aside. Either way, I do think that one sounds like more work, but Mike doesn't take public transportation, so he would have to alter his lifestyle.
Yeah, but
to
I feel like
involve
he could
public
find some short
transportation.
little routes nearby where
Just
anytime
ride
he
it
needs to
around a
eat a
little bit.
meal, he just
Yeah.
hops on.
Hops on. That does sound kind of quirky, like a Studio Ghibli movie or something, where like there's a guy who just rides around on the bus always eating. Like I feel like that's like a fun character to be.
Could learn about your city,
Yeah.
meet some new people.
But it does require a thing that Mike doesn't currently do. So I'm going to bank on, Mike doesn't like baths, so the shower is the only option. But I'm going to bank on Mike's desire to not incorporate a new, more difficult activity just so he can eat. And I'm going to say that he wants to do the one where he has to eat in the shower every day.
I'm still going to stick with the public transportation.
Emily's right.
Why?
Well, you're right. It would disrupt my routine.
Yeah.
It would be positive, right? Because it's
Maybe.
good to take the bus.
Sure.
It helps the earth.
It does.
And it's not something I do now because I don't have to. But sometimes, like, I actually do like sometimes I'll limit myself and be like, well, let's just try this. Okay, you've got to do it, and then you get used to it. And I would just get used to it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the thing about the rule on the bus is more of a deterrent because it's like, I don't want to get in trouble on the bus.
Or like have to hide it or something.
That would
that
be,
sounds
but if it wasn't that big of an issue,
Yeah.
if I could just bring a sandwich on the bus and no one cared, which probably is the case anyway, I would do that. And that to me seems less disruptive to eating than being in the bath or shower.
Probably.
Because you're right. Even if I would probably just run a bath because it would be easier to eat in the bath than with the shower on. But like Emily said, that's a huge hassle.
Yeah,
like,
it is. It's a
I don't
huge
want to
hassle.
have to like run home, draw a bath.
Yeah.
Like
Just to
it would
eat.
be easier to invite friends to eat with me on the public transportation
Also
than
true.
in the bath.
Either way, it's a big restriction. So that's
But I
a
think,
very good point.
I don't know. It seems more interesting to do it and more options too on public transport than just a bathtub.
It's a good point.
Bathtubs
I didn't think
are
about
only in
that
the
because you'd have to
bathtub.
like come home to eat lunch and eat dinner.
Unless I made a portable bathtub that I
which
can
sounds
roll
pretty
around
cool.
in.
That sounds pretty cool.
Public transportation and in the bath.
Yeah, portable bath bus.
That's my bath bus.
Bath bus. There we go.
Bath
I
bus.
said it. Bath bus. All right, here we go. Would I rather have to lie motionless while a fruit bat licks fruit jelly off of my face, or have to lie motionless while a vulture eats roadkill off my stomach?
I definitely think the fruit bat. Fruit bats are cuter. I know you like cute animals.
I love cute. So do you.
Yeah. And also like fruit jam, whatever that is.
Fruit jelly? Just jelly.
Yeah.
I don't know why they said fruit
it's
jelly.
just like roadkill could be pretty gruesome. And like you'd probably be able to smell it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, those vulture beaks.
Vultures, not so
vulture
fun.
beaks, not as cute.
Not as cute. And also
Conventionally.
could bite you.
Yeah, they could when they're getting all into that smushed raccoon. They
Yeah.
could just take a chunk out of you and your tum tum.
Yeah, they might think my tummy looks like a smushed raccoon.
Fruit bat.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this one actually is an easy choice, but I love the idea of laying down and having a fruit bat going like lick, lick, lick.
Probably take a long time.
All over. Yeah, that one would take longer, I think, which is one of the downsides. But like, I'm not afraid of bats. I love them. Some people are terrified of bats, and so I think to them maybe the vulture would actually be preferable. But I love them. I think they're adorable. I love little rodents.
I think, bats are a weird one for me where I I don't look at pictures of them and think, oh, ew. Like, I think they are generally cute. There's some slightly freakier looking ones, but for the most part, bats are cute. Their wings are a little weird, but the really troubling thing, and when I get like kind of panicky about them, is the way they move.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Well, that's the thing about mice too. When you see mice, like mice in storybooks and like
with
in
little
stuffed
clothes
animal
on.
form, are real cute,
or even
right?
in pictures.
But like a
Yeah.
mouse in your house,
it's
that
like
mouse in the
where
real
are they
house,
going? You can't predict it.
so
it's
fast.
like slightly invasive and like
They
they
shit
can
everywhere.
go places
They
you
do.
can't go, and
They're constantly pooping. They don't show that in the picture books.
No. And that's the thing about bats too. Bats, like, yeah, they do have the wings a little more spooky, but
Yeah.
ultimately, like, when you look at them close, they got their cute little fur
love
and
'em.
like they're cute. But yeah, the way they move around, it's
unpredictable.
It's
Yeah,
not like
it's alarming.
Not like us.
Certainly not like us.
Not like us.
Bats.
Except for Batman.
not like us. It's my favorite section in the tabloid magazine.
Yeah, stars. They're
Bats.
just like us. Bats. They're
not
like us.
Okay, this is Emily.
Hey.
Would
Yeah,
I
Emily.
rather eat a small can of cat food or 7 lemons, seeds, pulp, juice, and rind?
Oh my God. Oh, wait. How many cans of cat food?
1.
One. Oh no.
I am going to guess cat food can because one, those cans are small.
Some
2,
of them.
7 lemons is a lot. The rind,
Yeah,
who
that's
needs
just
that?
a lot of eating. Takes a long
And
time.
3, I'm going to guess you've already tasted cat food in your life. J'accuse.
Jacques. I definitely think I'm gonna work backwards on Mike's points. Yes, Emily has eaten cat food. I know it's so obvious. Second, you're right about the time. And then first, cat food cans are small.
So you're saying exactly what I
Yeah,
said?
but I'm going to go backwards.
Okay.
I think I agree with you on all points. I am a little worried that it would just be gross. The only thing that's going to convince me that the cat food would be a worse choice is that it is disgusting. Like the smell of wet cat food is so bad.
It's like tuna.
Yeah, but like bad tuna.
Plus,
like,
I know that
don't know.
like
it just has
Tanner, Emily's husband, like one of his favorite foods is just tuna from the can. And so
From
she's
the
probably
cat
used to
food
that
can.
smell. She's used to that being eaten in her
He does
home.
love that shit.
Yep.
Okay,
He
I have to
scoops
break
it
in
up.
here. Cat food does not smell like tuna.
Yes, agreed. It smells worse.
It
It,
smells
doesn't
like-
smell like food.
It smells like poop.
It does smell like when you open your fridge and you're like, oh, something's bad in here. It smells like that.
It's
I don't
horrible. If this was dry cat food, I would pick that.
Mm-hmm.
But wet cat food is truly disgusting. I hate it so
like it.
much.
It is. Why is it that way?
I don't know.
Because like it's food.
and they
eat it.
love it.
Yeah, they
Henry loses his mind for his wet food.
He does.
Yeah.
I've seen.
And here's the other reason why I would pick lemons. It does not give you a time limit. So it doesn't say you have to do it in an hour or even a day.
I was imagining, I guess I posited my own time limit in my head that it had to be done in like a day or so.
No, doesn't say.
I guess if you just want to take your time with those lemons.
And also, like, I don't mind sour. And I actually, like, into my, like, I don't know, I've eaten lemon before, just like the fruit of a lemon. And I don't think it's that bad.
What if you had to do it in a day?
That would be tough. Especially the rinds.
You could grind them up.
You could grind them up. I mean, there's like, you can, what's the little thing called where you...
A zester.
Zester,
zest
yeah.
them?
But
That's
there's
a great
like
name.
Yeah,
I was
good-
going to say shaver, a lemon shaver.
Shaver.
a good chunk of the rind is just like
Yeah.
white, dense.
Yeah, just bitter pulp.
Ugh.
And that's no good.
Ugh.
The zest on the outside would be very tasty, but then once you get to that thick pulp,
Yuck.
Yeah, that's a problem.
but you just have to power through because it's not like poisonous and it's not going to taste like cat food.
I know,
It's going to like
I know. However, 7 lemons in one day
it's like a cleanse.
versus a
That's what
can
that
of
is.
cat food. I feel like that's just a lot. Like
Yeah.
eating 7 apples in one day would be a lot. It would be all I would eat, you know?
It's like they say, 7 apples keeps the doctor away.
7 apples a day keeps the 7 lemons away. Here's the real question, Emily. Have you ever eaten cat food?
No, and I don't know why you guys think I have. It's weird. Ew. Listeners, thank you for going on that journey with us. And thank you for interacting with us on the internet, everyone's favorite place. We are on Facebook at Hypotheticast or at our fun fan group called the Hypotheticast Fan Collaboratory. We're also on Twitter at Hypotheticast. We do have an Instagram at Hypotheticast_IG. You could email us your ideas, questions, thoughts at hypotheticast@gmail.com or go to our website, hypotheticast.club.
Yes. You can review us too on iTunes or any podcast app, and you can talk about us to friends and neighbors of your own. Telling them about us lets people know that we exist, and we like people to know that we exist. Existing is better than not existing.
Probably.
Ooh, that's a hot one.
Yeah.
Spicy take coming right out of the oven, baby. Wow.
You mull that one over for a while.
While you mull, listen to Jaden James and the Hunger. They did our theme song. It's called Killin' It. It's from their album Raw. Thank you as well to Christian Hagen for his logo that he made for us. And most of all, 100 thanks to you. Exactly 100 thanks to you, the listeners, for your time, for your questions, for your ears, and for your hearts. We'll miss you. It sounded like a eulogy.
Yeah, it was very solemn.
You'll be with us always.
Yeah, like it
Until
really-
next
it
week
really
when we
sounded
have a
like
new
They all
episode.
died. R.I.P. listeners.
I'm marching, marching, 'cause I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I'm killing it.
Would you rather eat Danny DeVito or George Lopez?
That is amazing. Because either way, you're eating a person, but which one of
Who
those
would you
people
rather
and why
eat?
them? Oh, that question's so good.
Oh my God. Like, are we assuming that there are different flavors involved? Or
Danny
is it just
DeVito.
which one do you want to not exist anymore?
I don't know
I
why
bet
they
Danny
picked
DeVito
those.
tastes like a raw potato.